do that. You got to discipline yourself. He's a great player, but either they're not utilizing him well with Billy Donovan, but he had the same issue kind of with Scotty Brooks.
Yeah.
But now with Billy, I don't know. He just
And
doesn't
I
have
feel
the
like
balls to talk to him.
that's where we're getting miscommunication. I feel like we think he's a trash player.
Well, it's not just y'all, and I know y'all don't think he's a trash player.
I respect his abilities,
right? But it's just like I think when it comes down to like him be able to carry a game.
It's not carry a game. If it was just street ball, man, he would play all day.
On, man. Don't
but
do him
see,
like
when it's a team thing, when teams are running systems and you got to run a system to beat another team efficiently,
right? But what if what if some of those players came and run the system?
Well,
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not just talking about Westbrook.
They're just probably not in tune with winning the game because they feel. I guess it's a psychological thing. They probably feel like, man, we're really not going to win this game. But quitting is not the answer. Yeah. The fact that they quit because 5-7 points is not going to cut shit in any game.
And but like Westbrook never quit.
Right, he doesn't quit.
100%.
And
all the fucking time.
Okay, and I respect him for that. And I respect him for that. But there's certain plays that he does that I see that he's just like, man,
you can't do that.
I agree with you. I definitely agree with you.
His basketball IQ
I see your point.
Fluctuates from down to, you know.
I definitely see your point in that. It's just like, but it feels like it's more on him than anything. Well, him and Steven Adams, honestly.
I mean, technically he's the Lone Ranger. He's the only one on the team still since KD, Canner, all them players that left.
Right.
Yep.
So he's the only one. So
true.
Technically,
but you would think Melo and Paul George would be able to do something. Yeah. Melo hasn't. I haven't seen Melo. Melo's washed up, and I hate to say that because I love Melo as a player, bro. Especially when he was on different Nuggets. Ever since he went to the Knicks, bro, I don't know what happened.
He went downhill.
It was probably because Lala, huh?
Yeah, that fuck scene by power. You know what he just said in his post interview? Another bougie ass. That's why he
I'll
went shit.
I'll get to that. I'll get to that.
Who said what?
Melo.
We'll get to it.
Okay, yeah.
See, while we're on Melo, man, you know how everybody makes fun of Andre Robertson, how he can't shoot free throws, how his shot is off. Andre Robertson made more threes, 7, last year's playoffs than Carmelo did this season with 6. Andre Robertson, who's not a shooter by any means.
Just a defender.
He's just a defender. See, Melo took 28 threes and he only made 6 of them. Robertson only took 17 and he made 7 of them.
He got a hot mouth too.
So with somebody that is not a good shooter, that at least trying and hitting some shots, whereas you got Melo, who's so and so a professional scorer, that's not showing up. Yeah. That's terrible.
Yeah, and it's like, why even pass the ball to Melo?
Yeah.
At this point, you know he ain't making shit.
And so
his ISO game is trash, bro.
So going back to going back to what Sean was saying, they asked Melo about bench production, and he was like, "Man, I ain't sacrificing no bench time. I'm not gonna come off the bench."
That's out the question.
That's out the question.
Bitch, you ain't scoring shit. No. See, this is where his ego need to be put in check right here.
Yeah, but he won't.
See, that's fucked up. Get his ass off the team.
Yeah, exactly.
Get his ass off the team.
See, at least
because you can't say Westbrook's a problem.
At least for Ryan Anderson, stretch 4, just like he is. At least he said, you know what? I was used to coming off the bench in New Orleans. I'm getting paid stupid money, but if you want me to come off the bench to make the team better,
shit. Dwayne Wade did it this season.
Yeah,
and he was so much better.
And he got 3 rings to
bro. Hell yeah! For this series. If this series against Philadelphia, Dwayne Wade did it, and he was so much better. You know why? Guess what? He got rest. Yeah. Melo, you need rest, bro. You know what I'm saying? You need something to get your shot back. Because it's surprising to see Melo miss shots like that. So, Melo, I think what you need to do, you need to grow your hair back out, okay, and braid it up. Get them braids back, just like you had when you was in Denver Nuggets.
You know how long that's going to take? You know how long that's going to take?
I need Hoodie Melo back, bro.
You don't need Hoodie Melo because Hoodie Melo was talking all this shit in the offseason.
Hoodie Melo. No. I'm with Sean on that. We need Hoodie Melo back.
But Hoodie Melo was good practicing by himself, but then he came. Hoodie season was supposed to be this season.
Hoodie Melo.
All right.
Hoodie Melo.
No, he grows. And then for freaking black people to grow an afro, it don't take that long.
Really? To go from as bald as he is?
Not bald, but you saw me with an afro. It took me maybe 3 to 4 months.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, that's a long time. It's just so crazy. Looking back on it, I remember Stephen A. and stuff would say how they're destined to be a great team. They're the only team that could take the Warriors. With the addition of Paul George and Carmelo Anthony, the Oklahoma City Thunder only won 1 game more in each of the regular season and in the playoffs. So they were like honestly non-factors.
But see, like I was a show. Like I felt like the team last year was better than the team this year. Honestly,
Yeah,
honestly,
I feel that.
but like when you said that, it was like, yes, I think the team last year was way better than the team this
Yeah,
year.
for sure.
Easy.
And interesting tidbit. There's like a curse that says the Western Conference 4th seed has lost the series to the 5th seed for 7 consecutive seasons.
That's crazy.
So 2012, number 4 Memphis lost to number 5 Clippers. 2013, number 4 Clippers lost to Memphis, number 5. 2014, number 4 Houston lost to number 5 Portland. 2015, number 4 Portland lost to number 5 Memphis. 2016, number 4 Clippers lost to number 5 Portland. 2017, number 4 Clippers lost to number 5 Utah. In 2018, number 4 OKC lost to number 5 Utah. So it's a pretty crazy trend how that's been like going on. I don't know what it is about being the 4th. I guess I wouldn't want to be the 4th.
It's because they're evenly matched.
Yeah, probably.
But this series, that series there with Utah, because Utah blew that lead.
Yeah, for sure.
Game 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They should have won that in 5.
For sure.
That was they said that was a 98% chance of them winning that game, and then
they laid an egg.
they laid an egg, and I'm glad they won the series because that game would have came back and
Yeah,
bitten them in the ass.
for sure. There was an interesting quote today. Usually these players have exit interviews. That's where we found out about Melo saying, I'm not going to come off the bench. It's, So that was an I know. So they actually were interviewing Paul George and Royce Young, their ESPN reporter for the OKC Thunder. He said a pretty interesting quote from Paul George. Quote, I think the biggest thing is trying to keep a relationship with Sam. Sam being Sam Presti, the GM. Continue to talk with Sam. Continue to talk with Billy, Donovan. Continue to talk with Russ. And figure out the direction we want to go with as a group. End quote. Seems like there's someone missing there.
I'm sorry. To
mention
go back to Crow. So who actually did
This
this?
is Paul George saying.
Oh, he didn't say Melo.
He didn't
Okay.
say Melo, so I guess that's pretty
Melo's on
interesting.
board,
They
bro.
kept him out of his plans. Like,
Yeah, because honestly, I think Paul George and Russ could actually work together.
Yeah.
And when I say work together, I mean they both do their thing individually, and it all comes together because that's what happened in Game 4.
Melo's not leaving next year though, unless he's not going to opt out.
But Paul George has the option.
Yeah,
And honestly, I wouldn't
I'd
be
rather
surprised
see
if Paul
him in
George
LA
leave.
to tell you the truth.
What happened?
They give that boy so much money in LA.
Who?
Paul George.
Yeah,
He needs to go to LA.
Bro, him in LA would be dope.
Who wants to live in Oklahoma? Let's be honest.
Yeah, from what I hear,
And
ain't
then
shit there.
playing with Russ.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't play with Russ, but I want to play in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Take it back to Seattle, bro.
I mean,
Yeah, take
I
it
would
back to
love. I
Seattle.
ain't gonna lie, because I would love to play with Russ because
Hold
I
on.
think me and him are kind of like similar people. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, why the fuck would you go to Oklahoma? You know what I mean? Like,
Seattle fucked up.
no,
on
no,
that.
I ain't trying to talk shit about Oklahoma.
Yeah, it should have stayed in Seattle, but fucking
I'm just
the
not
owner
going to
didn't
say
want
anything
to.
about Oklahoma.
You little bitch.
I'm just not going to say anything about Oklahoma.
It's just like
I'm-
LA, just a better location.
I'm just not.
And then like with the prestige and history that the Lakers have.
Yeah.
So I'm just confused.
And
why
Magic
you
Johnson.
Magic
Magic Johnson.
And then it's
And
one of
Magic
the
Johnson,
top
yeah.
franchises, money wise.
Yeah, for sure.
And then that team's gonna be better next year. That team's gonna be a fucking beast next year.
There's
Yeah.
all those young players.
And I hate the
Nah,
Lakers.
nah. This is the team that I'm gonna tell you right now who's gonna 90% chance win the title next year.
Who?
Boston,
Yeah.
fully healthy with Kyrie,
Yeah,
Gordon
Yeah.
Hayward, all
Yeah.
these guys, Rozier, Tatum.
I could
Bro.
see that. I could definitely see that.
It'd be pretty
Bro,
dope. Yeah.
and
I
this
could
team-
definitely
and
see
then
that.
Adams is gonna coach him.
But I think Philly. I think the Jazz. I can't say anything about the Cavs because I don't know if LeBron's gonna stay or not.
Yeah.
What else? Maybe Portland.
Hell
Oh no. The reason why I say Portland because I think that they're gonna add some people to make. I guess kind of fully round out
They
that
had
team.
a good squad this year. I don't know what happened.
Choke.
Choke masters,
Choke.
bro.
Super choke.
Tatum and
Choking.
Lillard just choking.
Yeah, McCullough. Yeah, fucking choked. Who else? I'm
was a
trying
good
to think. Like I said, like the Jazz. I really see the Jazz and Philly being like the big contenders.
The
I mean,
thing
they
is-
are contenders
the
now.
thing is,
but I
they're
think-
contenders now, but do they have enough? Because you got to think about like trying to beat the Warriors.
Yeah.
Because obviously they're still
true.
stacked. In order to get on their level, you need way
well, I mean,
bigger pieces. And Boston,
Okay, like-
I see it being that.
right. But if we're just talking about the West,
Oh, the West.
if we're just
yeah.
talking about the West, like I said, I think if Paul George goes to LA, I think the Lakers gonna be a big contender. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the squad they have now over there,
Kuzma
plus
and
Paul
Lonzo.
George.
I can
You know
see
what
them
I'm
being a contender. I don't think they're getting the title anytime soon. Though.
Man, I mean, who knows? Who knows? Because
Paul George is already.
like, who's to say everybody on the Rockets is going to stay?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
And then I feel like if they get rid of some people, it's going to mess up the whole dynamic. Who knows who the Spurs going to get? Like, I hope like with the Spurs, like with their game plan, and that's if
Kawhi.
I'm not just talking about Kawhi. I'm really talking about Popovich. Like, who's to say he doesn't come back?
Yeah, that
know what I
era's
mean?
starting to come to a.
Right.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
age is coming and.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and then, but like, let's just say if he doesn't come back, but the Spurs, like the way they always got people, that they kind of got those no names. No, those no name people that you really don't know about, but they train them and bring them
build
up,
them up, yeah.
and then they become a star. Kawhi Leonard, for instance.
Yeah.
You know, and then honestly, it should have been Simmons also, but he left because Simmons was going to be a monster if he stayed with the Spurs.
Does LA have
But Pop
enough?
told him to go get that money. Though.
Does LA have enough money to pay Kawhi and Paul George?
I'm sure they'll find. They'll pay the luxury.
Some
tax.
way,
They'll pay the
some way,
luxury
somehow.
tax. They'll pay the.
I'm
luxury.
pretty sure Magic got enough money.
Yeah.
Man, it ain't about Magic. About the Magic gonna pull out money out of his pocket to pay for that.
Shit, he probably would.
Man,
I mean, because he probably
owns it- he
be
owns
more of
it.
an investor in the
He's
team.
just the
Dodgers.
operations. He ain't the owner.
but he owns the Dodgers too, so it's not like he's hurting for money.
Exactly. So I'm saying he could put some money in, come like part owner.
Yeah.
It could happen.
We'll see. Yeah. So just another thing that was pretty interesting after that Thunder game is during halftime and after the game, Russ had to go through the tunnel, and he got into like several altercations with fans.
Bro, because these fans are talking shit.
Yeah,
dog.
like they were going
'Cause
over
they
the
know he
railing.
can-
They had the phone, and they know he's going to respond. So this was Russ after the game. It was pretty funny. I'll go ahead and cue that up.
And I'm tired of just going out and playing and letting fans say what the hell they want to say. I'm not with that because if I was on the street, they wouldn't just come up to me and say anything crazy because I don't play that shit. So I just think it's disrespectful when they get the chance to do whatever they want to do. It needs to be put to a stop, especially here in Utah.
So that was pretty funny because if y'all go back and YouTube that video, there's a
saw
guy
it.
who's leaning over
Yeah.
it into his face and holding his camera phone, and Russ smacks at it, but he misses it, and he's like, "Man, get that out of my face! Get that out of my face, bro!" And the
Yeah.
guy gets real shook, and he like goes and sits down.
Right.
And so there's two sides to that argument. You know, as a player, you know, you're a celebrity, so people are going to come out with the cameras. But on the flip side, like, just because you paid money for those good tickets doesn't mean you can be an asshole.
Right.
You know, so there's like two sides to that argument. I don't know. What do y'all think about like?
The dude's lucky he didn't go fucking old school run our test on his ass.
Well,
Straight
then
up.
Russ would be suspended for like.
Yeah, but I'm just
I
saying.
mean, but he
because-
wouldn't give a shit. He's already done.
That's what I'm saying. Because
No, but next season.
yeah, before,
yeah, but I feel like Russell does have that mentality. Like if you push him, like
Russ ain't gonna.
Like,
mess
if you
with the
push him
money.
over the edge, bro. Look, I just wish he slid KD. Like straight up, I just wish he slid KD, bro. Like that'd have been the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
I got money on Russ from that.
Oh hell yeah,
that
I got
ever
money on
happened.
Russ winning that shit.
All right. Well, let's touch on the other games that happened.
Cavs Pacers.
Toronto goes ahead and cleans house and
About time, dude. I feel like that took too long.
That did take a little long, but
Yeah.
Because East is weak, bro.
yeah, the Wizards just didn't have
Look
it.
at all that shit going to Game 7 with LeBron.
Yeah,
Fucking, that shit almost went to Game 7 if they would have lost.
yeah, that just it just
Shit,
wasn't
Pacers and Cavs going into Game 7 now, so shit.
it just
Bucks.
wasn't the Wizards season this year.
I feel like every team's going to like 7. The Bucks and Boston going to
Yeah,
7.
the East is beating themselves up. I thought this would
Yeah.
be the West. I thought the West would be the ones.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
They're sweeping
Bro,
and gentlemen
yeah,
sweeping.
I thought in the East it's gonna be like maybe 4 or 5 games.
One sweep and 2 gentlemen sweeps in the
Bro,
West.
it's freaking ridiculous right now in the East,
We're
dude.
the East now. No, it's not that bad. Man, I don't know. I don't know what the Wizards need to be contenders. Like they had Bradley Beal, they had John Wall, but I mean, it feels like
I'd keep that team together.
they have Gortat, but it's just they're just not
Yeah,
producing.
I would too. I'll
Gortat
keep
ain't
that team.
that efficient.
So we'll see.
Better bench, of course.
Let's
but-
talk about the Pacers and the Cavs.
Fuck Lance Stevenson.
The Cavs played in Game 6 versus the Pacers in Indiana and proceeded to get destroyed.
Weak ass series.
Destroyed. Nobody showed up. You know, it was just bad all around. After Game 6, there's a stat. It says, after Game 6, LeBron is still the only player without a teammate to score at least 20 points in a playoff game. So in Game 1, J.R. Smith only had 15 points. He was the next highest scorer
Throw soup.
in